at the ashram. The breeze coming from the ocean, and now we have the shade cloth on top. And it was Govinda Maharaj's vision. He could see so many wonderful things at this ashram that in time they're being revealed to us. And so this service that Govinda Maharaj gave us, this is our life. Every one of us who've had some instructions from a Gurudev, and now we're trying to carry out those instructions in our life. We feel some special connection with that order, with that service. And so Govinda Maharaj was here so many times, and he gave us several instructions on what to do here. And so we're trying to fulfill those instructions. And by the grace of all the Vaishnavas, they're manifesting. Jai. Oh, and I forgot to mention Sachinandan. Excuse me. Also came to help. Jai Shri Giriraja Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Giriraja Raj Mandir Ki Jai. That was the name that we gave this mandir. We asked Govinda Maharaj once, we wanted to make a kund at the ashram, and we asked him for a name, and he gave that name, Shri Giriraj Raj Kund. So we haven't got the kund yet, but we have the mandir now. Jai Gurudev Ki Jai.
Jai Shwar Hasya Kriya Prabhu Ki Jai. And the team Ki Jai.
Gurvabhistam Supurakam Guraganara Sisha Sambhusitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shirupa Patanugam Govindabhidam Ujwalam Varatanum Bhaktyan Vitam Sundaram Bande Vishwa Gurunsha Divyad Bhagavat Premno Ibijapradam Vanchakalpatarub Yascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Nama. So we're very fortunate, and of course all of us are fortunate because we all have the abundant mercy of Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj. So many years we were with Srila Govinda Maharaj, and now we're carrying on, as Hashapriya said, his instructions, separation. We're going also to India to support Srila Govinda Maharaj's successor, Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj. And we're happy to have all the Vaishnavas come here to Sokel, because this temple was very dear to Srila Govinda Maharaj. Before he left, I told him that I wanted to take him to Sokel, and he was in agreement. And then when you could see that he wasn't going to travel, he said, I will come to Sokel and I will sit on the branch of a tree and watch everyone. So, and that tree is over by the Samadhi Mandir. And he gave, as Hashapriya Prabhu said, instructions for a kund. We want to have a kund here, and it shouldn't be that difficult in the future, because actually when we moved here, we didn't have enough water for everybody. The water was coming from a stream across the road. And that stream would spring across the road in a wood well box. And we'd get water, but we could see that the community was growing. We needed lots more water. So while Govinda Maharaj was here, we hired a company to come and dig a well. And when they dug a well, they hit an underground stream, and the water flows constantly. We have a pump to bring it from 250 feet in the the ground, but actually the water is coming without pumping it too. And we get about, I don't know, 10 gallons a minute of water comes out, and that runs off into the stream. Down at the bottom of the road there's a stream. But you could see it would be easy for us to have a kund here. Of course, we have to make sure before we do that we have to comply with regulations and all that, which should be very easy to do. We just need a little help. First of all, we need to count all the trees here and name them, tell which different kinds they are, and then other plants, and supply a few hundred other requisites from the county. But eventually we will have our cone, just like we have here Giriraja's Mandira. And more than that, we have the participation of all the Vaishnavas from all over. We can say worldwide congregation. And maybe in the future we can even do this in a bigger scale, like maybe even like Mexico, 2 times a year.
Right.
That would be nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Because it's a advantage of here is we're in California, it never gets cold. Yeah, right?
March and October.
Anyway, the mercy of all of the devotees who are giving so much encouragement, and Govinda Maharaj said he was becoming surcharged by the devotees, and we can see what that means. Nobody can really exist without the affection of the devotees. So we're depending on the affection of the devotees. And I'm inspired by the Vaishnavas like Madhusudan Maharaj and Nyasi Maharaj, and of course Jagi Maharaj, who gave a lot of energy so that we could all be here. And David Shees, he came last year, he's come this year. He's come from jolly old England, to be with us. And Rajaram, what to speak of Vishaka. Vishaka, she's like really a wonderful Vaishnava. We're happy to have her here. Jai Balai, I mean, I'm looking, Jai Balai is happy to be alive. So anyway, I'm giving my dandavats to all of you. I'm very much in appreciation for your participation, and I hope that you'll come back every year to join with us, or twice a year if we can do that. But my dandavats to everyone.
Jai. So now Giriraj can see the ocean. So, and it's a fairly clear day. We can see the ocean, and it is actually good for us. Not every day when we come up here can we see the ocean there. So by Giriraj's grace, today we've got the ocean view as well as the area which Gurudev said, this is like Gupta Govardhan. It is reminding us of Govardhan Hill. So our obeisances to Giriraj, our obeisances to Gurudev, to Guru Maharaj, to Tulsi Devi, all the Vaishnavas. Yesterday we had a bus trip. You had a bus trip, and we saw everybody getting into the bus, and then the different cars are going. And yesterday I'm thinking, actually the only time I ever see a bus trip with the devotees really is in India. And we would have the bus trips going to Hapanya, the bus trips going to Bamanpara, bus trips going to Eka Chakra, like this. And then in the Vrindavan side, we've got the bus trips going up to Rupa Goswami's place, Kadambakandi, to Lalita's place, Uchagaon, to Varshana,
There are bus trips in Mexico too.
There are bus. We had a winter festival with an open-top bus, Maharaj, and the devotees chanting, and the wires coming down, almost cutting off their head. The devotees have to see. True. So we are associating bus trips with going to holy places and doing the holiest thing, Harinam Sankirtan. This is what we have to do in this world. Everything accompanied by Harinam Sankirtan will be successful. So this was my big reminder yesterday, and now today, without taking a bus, just by walking out of the door and spending a little exercise to get here, we've come up onto the top of the hill here, and truly, and many of you know, Marge is here, we go to various places. Really, devotees sometimes drive for like 4 hours from their home to come into the countryside and to come to some beautiful place. And even then, we can think it's not as beautiful as this. So, we always must think what we have. And everybody can think what we don't have. Oh, I wish this, wish this. But not in this, not amongst the Vaishnavas. We must think what we have, and what we have here is extremely wonderful. Fresh air, blue sky for our Chinese devotees. You see the color of the sky? Now you can go home and say, the sky is blue. And for many devotees, I was walking somewhere recently, the sky looking blue. But I'm thinking why the ground looks a different color. And then we understand in many places in the world there really is a layer of pollution which you don't necessarily think, oh, I'm in pollution. But it is giving a different color around us. And we know when we land in a plane, you see all clear blue skies, but then as you come down, you can see that brown layer in 360 degrees. If you get on the top of the plane, you can see all around you.
It's just an optical illusion.
An optical illusion, wow. But it is not everywhere. So anyhow, we've got this historic day today. We've got the inauguration of our Sri Giriraja Raj Mandir up on the hill here. And Giriraj, maybe is it his first time he's seen around the temple, or has he been out to this height before, the top of the hill? The first trip that he's revealed to us. The first trip that he's revealed to us, okay. And so we can point out to Giriraj, he knows everything, but all of this area here is all of it, Hasya Prabhu knows what is the limit, but an extensive part of this area on the other side is also Giriraj and Shri Guru Gauranga Gandhavika Giridhari's property. So this is an extensive property. Who knows what will happen in the next years? But we've come here, we've got an opportunity to remember Giriraj. Gurudev would say when we would go to Vrindavan, and then devotees are coming to Govardhan, Gurudev saying, we will take the affectionate shelter of Giriraj, of Giriraj. We'll take the affectionate shelter of Giriraj Govardhan. So we have here Giriraj deities, and we have this whole environment which can remind us very nicely of Govardhan Hill. And how do we know anything about Govardhan Hill? Through Guru, through Vaishnava, through the scriptures. So we've got Gurudev's confirmation, if you like, of the nature of this area. We have so much description of Govardhan Hill. We've heard from Gurudev, from Guru Maharaj, and in the scriptures themselves, wonderful descriptions of Krishna's pastimes on Govardhan Hill. So this is a very suitable place for us to remember the Lord. He is a simple cowherd boy. He likes to take the cows out. He's not Krishna is not complicated. And he doesn't want us to be complicated. He wants us to be simple devotees of his devotees, of his devotees, of his devotees. So here we are. We did a Harinam Sankirtan up the hill. Maharaj speedily came to the top of the hill, almost effortlessly, and along with so many of the devotees, and a special, I feel a special mention for Sureshwari Didi, because we were all very concerned for you when you were admitted again into the hospital, and we know the hospital environment is not a happy place because there are no devotees basically, and then like a wonderful opportunity, 2 days after coming back from the hospital, here with all the devotees in this beautiful place. And how long is it since you've been on the top of the hill, Sureshwari?
I've never been here before.
You've never been before, so more, more first time. All right.
What a miracle it is. It's just breathtaking.
Yeah. And previously and in previous years we come up here fairly regularly, but always some bush area, and we'd set the chairs upside down so in the morning they're not wet so we can sit on them. But now we have a whole temple area in order to sit and to chant and to be here. So it is very super place for those of us who make it up the hill. And those of you who are young and don't make it up the hill, I definitely encourage you. It's a wonderful place to come to. It takes only 1 round of japa or even less to get from the bottom to the top. And if you want to chant 16 rounds, just keep on going up and down a few times. You don't have to use your counting beads. You can just come up and down. Oh, well, you have to use your counting beads for how many times you've gone up and down, right? All right. Oh, he's disappeared from us. That's a big... Oh, he's going to eat. Ah, Giriraja is going to eat with a very big barrier. Jai Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai. Jai Shri Giriraj Raj Mandir ki Jai. All the devotees ki Jai. And Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram. I told you it was super beautiful. Super beautiful. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Bo.
Now that I got my wind, I can see. So, Srila Govinda Maharaj, he commented that he always wanted to have some land with hills on it. And we see that the property in Navadip, it is Gupta Govardhan, and there's the ashram in Govardhan. There's always been some relationship with Govardhan, with our mat, and that's that Srila Sridhar Maharaj explained that my gurus, they will go to, they will be in Radhakund, and I will go during the day to serve them, and then I will serve them, and then I will come back at a safe distance during the evening and take shelter of Govardhan. And Govinda Maharaj said that the property here reminded him of Govardhan. Obviously, we know that the deities are named Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari. Of course, those are the names which Srila Govinda Maharaj noted of the deities of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, which he installed in Mayapur at the main temple there of the Chaitanya Mat. But Srila Govinda Maharaj said that this property reminded him of Govardhan. And he said he liked very much to look and observe what was going on here. With the deer would come down from the trail, and sometimes they would come to eat at the compost pile, and Srila Govinda Maharaj liked that. And we had, for a while, there was one deer that came down, a small baby deer, and Shivani's Krishna Priya's granddaughter, right?
Yes.
She was every day feeding carrots to this baby deer. And that went on for some time until I guess the mother told her, don't take food from humans. It lasted for about a number of weeks, so it was very nice. So Govinda Maharaj, he always observed all these things, and he liked very much to be with the devotees, and he was happy to come here. And I think he came here how many times? 10 times. 8 times. 8 times to California. And he is always happy to be here. So we've had that good fortune. And everything that we're doing is actually under Srila Govinda Maharaj's instructions and trying to please Govinda Maharaj. I really feel that's the purpose of the Govinda Mela ultimately, that all the devotees can come together and serve Srila Govinda Maharaj and remember him, and all of the devotees can work together to please Srila Govinda Maharaj. Because by his good wishes, we're alive. And that's really the absolute truth, you know, if you want to talk about absolute truths. That we really depend on Srila Govinda Maharaj's mercy. And, you know, we are nothing without the mercy of the Vaishnavas. Only by the Vaishnavas, only by the mercy of the Vaishnavas and their good wishes can we actually hope to succeed in life. And now, my days, I've spent 50 years in trying to serve the Lord, as I can't imitate, but I remember the words of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur when they were talking about the meaning of the Gayatri mantra, where, what is it, we're offering, trying to offer a flower. You know that verse of the Gayatri mantra, offering a flower to the to the Lord. And Srila Saraswati Thakur said, my whole life I'm still trying to offer a flower to the lotus feet of the Lord. So to actually be a devotee it's not a simple thing. It's not an easy thing, although it is easy on one level. It's the easiest thing, but in another sense, we always hear that to engage oneself in the service of the Lord, Krishna can give you anything. He can, you know, Srila Govinda Maharaj was, you know, asking the devotees what they wanted. And one devotee told Govinda Maharaj that he would like a car, but you know,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. He said, I'd like to have a Tato Sumo. And Govinda Maharaj, I'm sure that made him laugh, you know. The Lord can give you anything very easily. And so many things have happened in our life that we consider impossible. It happens all the time. You know? So the Lord can give you anything. He can give you material success. He can give you a nice family. He can give you, you know, all kinds of material satisfaction. But we always heard the story of Sri Sanatana Goswami, that one person came to him and asked him, I heard that you have a touchstone that can change iron into gold. And I'm very much curious, and I really want to know about that touchstone. Maybe I could borrow it. I don't know. But, you know. And Sri Sanatana Goswami says, yes, I have one. You can go find, it's over there in the garbage bin. You know, it's in the garbage bin over there. And the person was thinking, what? A touchstone in the garbage bin, in the dustbin, or whatever you call it, right? And then, yeah. And then that devotee began to think, well, why does he keep something so valuable as this in a dustbin or a garbage bin? And so he said to Sanatana Goswami, you have something more valuable than this, I think. And Sanatana Goswami said, yes. And he said, more valuable than this is the chanting of the holy name. The holy name is more valuable. It says if somebody thinks that the fruits of millions of sacrifices is equal to one holy name, then they're an atheist. You know? So we have everything. We have the chanting of the holy name. We have this Giriraja Raj Mandir, and it's actually for that. It's Giriraj wants to hear the chanting of the holy name. He's happy when his devotees glorify him. So you can get anything material from the Lord, and he doesn't have to exert himself very much to do that. But it is said that it is more rare to attain the devotional service, because by devotional service the Lord gives himself to his devotees. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he's commented that there is some entrance for us, because naturally we always hear someone is thinking that I'm not really qualified to be a devotee. That's the natural feeling that one has. But here is there's a little bit of a, what can you say, an entrance for all of us. And that is that the Lord always wants to serve his devotees, but the devotees don't want to take service from the Lord. But if we engage in the service of that devotee, such as Srila Govinda Maharaj, that the Lord wants to serve, the Lord is thinking, I wanted to serve him, but he would not take my service because he only wants to serve the Lord. He doesn't want to take anything from the Lord. But this person is coming, this devotee is coming to serve my Param Vaishnava, and that will satisfy the Lord, and the Lord will give his mercy to whoever serves such a devotee. And that devotee is Srila Govinda Maharaj, and the Govinda Mela is for serving him. So if we can get the service of Srila Govinda Maharaj, then we will be very happy in life. And he was going to say, well, I came too late. I came after Srila Govinda Maharaj left. Some persons may think like that. What I just said, to serve the Lord's devotee, you get the mercy of the Lord. Well, that also goes for the devotee who's serving the Lord's devotee. And the devotee who's serving the devotee who's serving the Lord's devotee. And the devotee who's serving the devotee who's serving the devotee who's serving the devotee who's serving the Lord. So, you're connected. If you get some connection, then you can engage in this kind of service. So that's our hope. More Govinda Melas, we heard the story that they asked a man, what do you want to do? And he said, I want to buy more land. And what will you do with that land? I'll plant more corn. And what will you do with that corn? I'll sell the corn. And what will you do with that corn? And I'll buy more land. And what will you do with that land? I'll buy more corn. So you get the idea. Able to increase our service, and that's every time one serves the Lord, then one's service will increase. So that's our good hope. Srila
Bhakti Pavan Janardhan Maharaj Ki Jai. So I'm just feeling really fortunate to be here, and not very qualified. Hearing the service of Srila Govinda Maharaj is just heart touching. It gives us some contact with reality, to hear from the Vaishnavas who actually were able to render service to Srila Govinda Maharaj. And I wanted to comment on Hashapriya Prabhu's description of how this place came about. That I lived in lands, well, not close, a little bit like this, not so hilly, but I lived in land like this for 7 years, and we built a road. And I used a jackhammer a little bit, and it almost killed me. So, and I look at these, they've cut down, you can see the cut, the jackhammer's about that big, and there's 20 cuts, and I'm seeing these guys on top of the jackhammer, unbelievable service. and then imagining the hill coming straight down, and suddenly they cut into the hill, drill the stones, and then make a surface. I mean, and then, I mean, that's just, I'm talking about, you know, one little area. And then you've got this gigantic road. It's really like, you know, just to drive up here, or I guess you guys to walk up here and chant. It's, you know, it's mind-boggling, the kind of service that has been given. And to think that, you know, these people are meditating on Srila Govinda Maharaj while they're doing this service. How, you know, wow. And we get, yeah, and we get to come and be like, you know, regular devotees with them. And they're, you know, they're not regular devotees. It's like something that, you know, we get to deal with people who we have no idea who they are. Yeah. But, you know, Srila Govinda Maharaj knew. He's always told us, I can see, but you cannot see. So, because we cannot see, then everybody is, you know, we have to consider everyone's an amazing Vaishnava, which is actually true. But how amazing, we have no idea. And chances are they're way, you know, way over us. And this is like the blessing, the great blessing of Srila Govinda Maharaj, that now, you know, here we are, we have the association of great Vaishnavas. You know, at each stage I lament, oh my gosh, I didn't render service to Srila Prabhupada very well. Oh my gosh, I blew it with Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Oh my gosh, you know, I didn't do enough for Srila Govinda Maharaj.
This is your humility.
Yeah, right, yeah. No, this is the facts. So, anyway, this is our, but what I mean to say is, even though we're like this, we get to associate with devotees who've, you know, really done it. Like, you know, Srila Giriraja Maharaj. It's, you know, and Srila Gurudev saw that. You know, I've seen these people who had like tight, close association with Srila Govinda Maharaj, almost looking like friends. Like Srila Goswami Maharaj was like that. Srila Giriraja Maharaj was like that. Gurudev used to like really play around with Srila Giriraja Maharaj. It was really amazing to watch, because it was like he was his like little boy or something, little son. And Srila Giriraja Maharaj was just kind of, you know, laughing like a little boy. It was so cool. And, you know, to get to see that kind of stuff. And it was like that, sitting with Srila Govinda Maharaj, you know, I got to sit there. I wasn't able to do anything, but I was able to sit there anyway. And just to see him relating with these devotees was just mind-boggling. And now we hear Srila Govinda Maharaj had a vision. You know, I have no doubt but that he could see the future. So he saw this, and he knew what this was. And he, you know, implanted that vision in the heart of the devotees who have done this. So, you know, wow. What, you know, what kind of, you know, Vaishnavas, we can't imagine. So, anyway, Maharaj, I wanted to ask you a question. I was thinking, in the song, the prayer to Srila Govinda Maharaj, we sing Gandharvika Giridhari. That's these devotees, right? These deities.
Well, Govinda Maharaj, through my microphone, I didn't write the song.
No.
I've written about him.
Yes. So anyway, they're these deities. So they're like Srila Govinda Maharaj's, you know, principal deities. Were they the first, like Radha Krishna deities he installed?
Well,
In the United States.
No, it's not the first deities he installed.
Microphone.
Yeah, they were the deities of Chaitanya Madhav, Saraswati Thakur. He said that he was those deities.
Yes.
But, you know, in the song of Srila Guru Maharaj, they mentioned the deities, Shri Shri Guru, Guranga, Gandharva, Govinda.
Exactly.
Those are the, you know, Gandharva, Govinda, Sundar. You keep on speaking. These deities.
Anyway, so I'm thinking, we used to sing this song, I don't know if it's bona fide or not, but it was really nice, about Vrindavan and the deities in Vrindavan and the devotees in Vrindavan. And, you know, like Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda,
Yeah, they always say
Radhe. And then they would say, Rup Goswami Pramdana Hey. So I'm thinking, Gandharvika Giridhari, like Govinda Maharaj, Prandana Hey. Yeah, Gandharvika Giridhari, Gandharvika Giridhari, Gandharvika. Yeah, so anyway, I mean, when I walk by these stones and see these, you know, one indentation, it's just, and then you see like 500 indentations, and then you see, you know, walls of wood built by them. Just, you know, really unbelievable. And I thought of one other thing while Srila Janardana Maharaj was speaking. We had, you know, regarding the, you know, what the Vaishnavas do. It's a little story that Srila Prabhupada once was, you know, asked, like, can you do miracles like Sai Baba? Something like that. You know, he's bringing ashes out of his picture, and I don't know, like going into the minds of his devotees, and, you know, implanting stuff and things like that. And Srila Prabhupada said, no, I don't do miracles like that. These are my miracles. And it was the devotees, of course, that, you know, who can imagine? I mean, just think about it, the transformation that we've gone through. Even if you've been here for only like a few months, you know, like Misu. She's been here for a little short time, and poof, she's like, wow, this is, you know, this is reality. And we're all seeing that. You know, what kind of miracle is that? And that's coming, of course, beginning with Srila Prabhupada, through Srila Sridhar Maharaj, like, you know, blasted, empowered by Srila Sridhar Maharaj, and then taken by the, you know, the real disciple of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, the perfect disciple of Srila Sridhar Maharaj, like representing him exactly, like whatever Srila Sridhar Maharaj taught, Srila Govinda Maharaj was living it. And there he was giving it. You know, we're just unbelievably fortunate. I forgot where I was going with that. I have to, you know, beg your forgiveness because, you know, I can't remember things. So, anyway, we get the mercy of Srila Govinda Maharaj coming to us directly through the graces of the Vaishnavas. And, you know, think about it, how fortunate we are. You know, sometimes we just live our lives and deal with the devotees, and, you know, we're having fun, or we're working really hard, but we get to associate with people, you know, we don't know where they're coming from, or, you know, what they've got. You know, the wave of transcendence comes to us from their heart transmission. And it may not be clear in words, but, you know, it's clear in heart. And that's the reality that we live, and that's what we found with our gurus. Anyway, so this is the grace of Srila Govinda Maharaj, the appearance of of Giriraja up here, and we're just, we have to remember how fortunate we are. Jai. All the Vaishnavas ki jai.
Jai Sripad Bhakti Vigrahan Nyasi Maharaj ki jai. What a beautiful place. And what a beautiful day. But there's something more than just a beautiful place and a beautiful day. While I'm sitting here, I'm thinking of these three words. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Truth, auspiciousness and beauty. And Guru Maharaj liked this word Sundaram very much. Here we are under the shelter of the lotus feet of Giriraj. Giriraj means literally the king of the mountains. And we are here on the top of this mountain, and there he is sitting on his throne as the king of this mountain. And we're all sitting at his lotus feet, taking his auspicious and affectionate shelter. And Giriraj Govardhan, always very intimately connected with our mission. We see that Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, when he came to establish his place of bhajan in Navadvip Dham, he brought with him Giriraj Govardhan and worshipped Giriraj Govardhan. And when we began our temple in London, we began with Giriraj Govardhan. And when I was a young boy in the service of Srila Guru Maharaj, I was there when the deities were installed in London by Guru Maharaj's will, Sri Sri Guru Gauranga Radha Shyam Sundar. I was their pujari. And after some few years, some other things happening in my life, and I wasn't able to do that service anymore. But I came to see Guru Maharaj. I wrote a letter to Guru Maharaj, and I said, now I would like to do some archan in my home. Can I do that? And Guru Maharaj's reply, I remember it, I still have it at home. He said, Harinam is our deity. We do not need any other deity. But if you want to do some archan puja seva, when you come next to Navadvip, we can discuss. Okay. So later that year, 1985, I went to see Guru Maharaj. And that time was where Guru Maharaj's appearance day, which is just like over a week before the Govardhan Puja. So I was there also that day for Govardhan Puja. And on the morning of Govardhan Puja, Guru Maharaj spoke about Giriraj Govardhan. And after the talk, we all went back to our rooms. And I was just going up the stairs to my room, and one of the brahmacharis came running after me. Oh, Devashish Prabhu, Guru Maharaj is calling you. I said, oh. I thought, oh, did I do something wrong? Is he going to give me some chastisement? And I came up, and Guru Maharaj was sitting in his chair, the one with the flat wooden, I think they call it an Oxford chair or something, you know. Anyway, there, and he's sitting in that chair, and on the arm of one arm of the chair, there's a white cotton cloth, and on that white cotton cloth, a very small Giriraj, and mala made from Radha Kund, clay of Radha Kund. And I made my obeisance to Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj said, oh, you wanted to do some Archan Puja Seva in your home? I said, yes, Maharaj. And my idea was, I get some Gaurnitai deities, some very simple thing like that, Then he said, my Guru Maharaj liked that his householder disciples worship Giriraj. And I was a bit scared then. and he said, so I am giving, he said, Mahaprabhu gave Giriraj Govardhan to Raghunath Das Goswami, and today I am giving Giriraj Govardhan to you. Whoa. And so I said, "Oh, how do I worship him, Guru Maharaj?" And he said, "It is hard." But I heard, "It is hard." And I said, "Oh, it's hard." I felt like, why did I ask? And Guru Maharaj laughed and he said, "No, not hard. Heart. Krishna likes hearts and not so much brains." I thought, okay, well, that's good. Then Guru Maharaj gave me some instruction how to worship him, and he said, just every day offer some tulsi leaves and some Ganges water, he will be happy. And whatever you eat, you offer that to him first, and take that. I said, shall I bathe him every day? Guru Maharaj said, no, not necessary. If you want to, you can do. I said, but if I begin, then I'll have to do every day. Guru Maharaj said, no, it is household deity according to your necessity of your family, you can do like that. Okay. Then he said, but remember that the holy name of Krishna must be the main part of your worship. Without that, then it is. His words were, maybe just waving some burning sticks. What is that? Wow. Like, what is that? Anyway, so then we can see that the worship of Giriraj Govardhan, it is very simple and heartfelt type of worship. When you go to, I was fortunate to be in Govardhan with Srila Govinda Maharaj 1 year, and we were walking in the morning, and we went past a sweet shop, and they're just opening the sweet shop, so they've been making all these milk sweets, and in the morning, before they begin selling their sweets, they offer them to Giriraj, and they live in Govardhan, so he's there he is, right there. So they just have a plate of sweets, and they just, but there he is, he just like that. And that's it. And Gurudev said, you see how simply they are worshipping Giriraj. And one beautiful thing, actually Raj Ramprabhu was also there that time. And one beautiful thing, when they discovered, when Gurudev bought the land where our Sri Darshami Seva ashram is, when they're like preparing, digging the ground there, they found a big Giriraj there, buried in the ground. And Guru Maharaj, or Gurudev, he wasn't like 100% sure. I think he was 100% sure that it's Giriraj, but he wants to check, so he called all the local pandas, that means the priests from the local area, to confirm, and they confirmed, yes, this is Giriraj, not just an ordinary stone, this is Giriraj. So then, first thing Gurudev did was he made a Mandira, just a concrete shed, not even as big as this, and they put him in, and he's big. He's there in our temple. You've probably seen him, big Giriraj, and Gurudev called him Anu Giriraj, which is kind of strange because Anu usually means small, but he's big Giriraj. Anyhow, anyway, so he was put there, and we weren't staying there. It was just open land, and we were staying in a nearby Dharmshala. It was called Tulsi Bhavan. You remember, Prabhu? And one morning, Gurudev wants to and Srila John Maharaj, you were there too. I remember you were there also. And in the morning, Gurudev wants to make lay the foundation stone for the temple or whatever it is there. Make some arrangements. So we went there in the morning, and when we arrived, where the Giriraj was, we can see someone's been coming and doing some worship there. There's some kumkum on the head and some, tulsi leaves and various things there. Someone's been coming and doing some worship. Not our devotees, but someone's been coming. So with with us, our party was Giriraja Panda. He's a local panda from that area. And Govinda Maharaj said, can you find like who's been doing this worship? And so he said, okay, and he went off. And, you know, the proceedings were carrying on. After maybe half an hour or so, Giriraja Panda comes back. He's very tall. He's like as tall as Nasi Maharaj. And yeah, and he's holding when he comes back, he's walking and he's holding the hand of a little girl, maybe 5 years old girl. And it turned out she'd been coming every day and worshipping Giriraj there. So then when Gurudev's doing the puja of Giriraj and he wants to make the bhog offering, there's a big plate of milk sweets. He bought that little girl and he said, you offer to him. She's a Brajabasi from Govardhan. She lives there. And he told, you offer. So, and it was very sweet. You can see on Giriraj like some place where maybe the shape of his mouth is there. And so she doesn't know any mantra or anything, but she's just taking the milk sweet and pushing where his mouth is. Cow, Baba, cow, eat, Baba. This way. And Gurudev was very charmed to see that. Anyway, so this way somehow in Chaitanya Saraswat Math and the devotees of Chaitanya Dev in general, there is some deep connection with the worship of Giriraj Govardhan. And Srila Guru Maharaj spoke about that many times. And he said, if you take shelter at the lotus feet of Giriraj, Govardhan Hill, then no Indra can ever harm you. So that means that nothing in this world, Indra is meant to be he's the king of heaven. So everything is in this material world, more or less you can say, is under his control. And we know the story of Govardhan Hill, but it means if you take shelter of the Lord Krishna in the form of Giriraj Govardhan, then nothing in this world can ever harm you. Nothing in this world can ever do anything harmful to you if you take shelter there. And here we are today in this beautiful Giriraj Raj Mandir, come in the association of the great Vaishnavas just to perform Harinam Sankirtan and worship Giriraj Govardhan and take shelter at his lotus feet, as Srila Madhusudana Maharaj said, affectionate shelter, his affectionate shelter. So we're so blessed to be here today, this fulfillment of the vision and instruction of Srila Govinda Maharaj. And we can say, now Giriraj has taken his throne here, we can definitely say that this whole place is non-different from Govardhan Hill. So I feel very blessed to be here on this holy day. This is a holy day. We can mark this in our Vaishnav calendar to celebrate this day every year and perform Nama Sankirtan, worship Giriraj Govardhan, and take shelter at his holy lotus feet. Jai Gurudev, Jai Guru Maharaj, Jai Giriraj Govardhan, Jai Sri Chaitanya Saraswata Seva Ashram, Jai Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardhan Maharaj, Jai all the Vaishnava Brinda ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol.
Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Shri Giriraj ki Jai, Shri Gupta Govardhan ki Jai. Well, I'm leaving very early tomorrow to our festival in Mexico, so unfortunately I'll miss the last day of the Mela. And before I go, I wanted to express my great appreciation, for all of the wonderful Vaishnavas and sincere seekers who are gathered here, who have come, from far and wide. In particular, I wanted to express appreciation to Srila Janardhan Maharaj for his affectionate, guidance here, his spiritual presence, which is so important, which is, the main thing, the essence, the substance. Sripad Hasapriya Prabhu, he's in the background, with his crew, his team, working so hard, giving his, blood, really, to maintain this ashram. And the team, who has organized this festival. I wanted to mention Braja Mohini Didi, I don't think the devotees know how much, her, she's like the right hand of Tyagi Maharaj. Where's Tyagi Maharaj gone? It's Braja but Braja Mohini always so quietly working so hard in the background, but she's done so much. and also we had to mention Sripad Tyagi Maharaj. Maharaj, please come. But I was really, it's just the service that he's done for this festival. It's inconceivable to me. It's incredible. And I was really meditating, like, seriously, like, why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? And, we can say many things, because he cares so much about the devotees, he cares about the mission, he wants to fulfill Gurudev's desires. We can say many things, but what I really came to in the end, this was my feeling, that it was Gurudev who was inspiring him to do this, actually. That it's actually our Gurudev who wants this to take place, who wants to bring the devotees together, who wants to, make this ashram strong, make the community strong, bring everyone together. And he is inspired, empowered Sripad Tyagi Maharaj to do that. That was my feel. It was the only thing that made sense to me. And so, we are all indebted, we are all grateful to His Holiness for that. And we're here in what Srila Gurudev in his divine vision saw to be Gupta Govardhan, as Sripad Devi Shishru said, this conception of Govardhan, of divinity is in the expression of Govardhan, is very fundamental to our mission, to the followers of Gaudiya Vaishnavism in general. Our Srila Sridhar Param Gurudev founded this mission on the Govardhan conception. Giriraja is we can say, like the Ishta Devata, the worshipable deity of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. And it represents a very particular mood of divinity, a very magnanimous, very sweet, very loving, very generous mood. And it is very particular because, Srila Rupa Goswami in his Upadeshamrita, he points out Govardhan as being, next to Radha Kund is the highest, place in divinity, in the spiritual abode. And so we have heard, the expression of our acharyas, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, our Gurudev, our Param Gurudev, that, we will conceive of Radha Kund as the highest place. And we, and our gurus, they will stay there and serve Shri Shri Radha Govinda there. And we will stay one step below in Govardhan. And we will go to serve at Radha Kund, and then we will return to our shelter one step below in Govardhan. And so it is a place of such high pastimes, but at the same time there is a very generous, very magnanimous mood of Govardhan and Krishna in connection with Govardhan, as Devashish Prabhu has shared some of these direct instructions and insight he heard from Srila Sridhar Maharaj and our Gurudev Srila Govinda Maharaj. Very, very simple worship. We're afraid to worship Shalagram Shila. We're afraid to worship Narayan. But as Gurudev said, seeing that man offering the plate of sweets, no formality there. I don't know if Krishna Mohini Didi's here, but I heard she asked Srila Gurudev, how should I take care of this Govardhan Shila? And he said, what you cook, you put in front of Giriraj, you eat. One of our devotees in Brazil asked Gurudev for instruction. He said, you can offer biscuits and chocolate. So very magnanimous mood, a very unique mood. And this we can also say the mood of distribution, of sharing Krishna consciousness. This is also in the mood of the Govardhan conception. We heard from Srila our Param Gurudev, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he described one occasion, I don't know, when was it, 1930 something, maybe 1937 or something like that, that Srila Sridhar Maharaj and also Srila Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, they attended the Braja Mandal Parikrama, and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was personally, leading the parikrama, but at a certain point he had to leave to attend to some other functions outside of Vrindavan. And so his very last night there, it was announced that he was going to give a talk, but at the same time there was some special parikrama to some special site connected with the Leela of Shri Shri Radha Krishna. So it was announced, you can choose, either go to this pilgrimage or stay behind. Last night Prabhupada Harikatha, and funnily enough, only about a dozen devotees stayed behind to hear, which gives me some relief sometimes. Even for Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, not everybody was running to hear his Harikatha. Sometimes we have that problem in our temples. Not many always want to sit in the class, So there must have been, I don't know, a couple hundred devotees there, but most of them went on this pilgrimage. About a dozen stayed behind to hear the class, and Srila Sridhar Maharaj and Srila Swami Maharaj, they both stayed. They didn't know each other at the time, but later on they realized they'd both been there at the same time. So there were about a dozen there, and they heard this talk of Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, and Srila Sridhar Maharaj, 50 years later or so many years later, he still remembered the talk. And he said that at that time, Srila Saraswati Thakur gave a revolutionary conception of Govardhan. And different meanings, but cow is, one meaning, and Vardhan means increasing. And so increasing the cows. And so he spoke of how Krishna, he appears in the Vaishya caste. They're dairy farmers, their livelihood is with the cows, with their dairy, and how when they go to bring the cows together for propagation, for reproducing, they're not considering high cow, low cow, or this caste cow or that caste cow, but they have a potent bull, and they have, the fertile, female cow, and they're putting them together, and they're making more cows. They just need to make more cows. They're not considering, high, low, caste, creed, etc. And so Srila Saraswati Thakur also referenced one verse that Srila Rupa Goswami has included in one shloka collection, Akrishti Krichacheta Samuchat. Akrishti Krichachetasam Sumanasam Uchatanam Chamsaham Achandala Mamuka Loka Sulabo Avashashi Mukti Shriya No Diksham Nacha Satkryam Nacha Puruscharjam Manag Ikshate Mancho Yam Rasanas Brigeva Falati Shri Krishna Namatmaka. A glorification of the holy name, how it can, purify the sinful. It is the attractor of liberated persons. And then concluding, saying that when the holy name wants to give himself, he doesn't care about any formalities, about any prerequisites, but where he wants to give himself, he will give himself. There's nothing required for that other than, his attraction, his desire to reveal himself. And so Srila Saraswati Thakur expressed, that this is how we want to distribute Krishna consciousness. That we are not considering caste, creed, criterion, who's high, who's low, who's qualified, who's not qualified. But where there's an open heart for Krishna consciousness, we want to give it there. So this was the divine vision of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and the work of the Gaudiya Math, and ultimately his vision of spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. So, we're seeing, the revelation of that now. This is an extraordinary, miraculous gathering that we're having here. And so much has been, we also want to say, so much has been expressed about the special, unique nature of this ashram, what is here, what Gurudev invested here, the wonderful Vaishnavas here. But we also want to spread this, you know. We also want to share, you know, this wealth, you know, everywhere. You know, we want an explosion from this, you know, Gupta Govardhan, you know, to spread, you know, throughout the world. So, it is our prayer, you know, and we're seeing that happen, you know, that this ashram will become brighter and brighter, and that the wealth here will be distributed, you know, further and further. And we're fortunate if we can have any small part to play in that. Jai Shri Gurudev ki jai.
Jai.
Jai. Jai Balai. Jai Balai, you speak in Spanish. So there are many Spanish people.
Bachakalpatruya Shakri Pashinuya Vashapatitanam Panavevi Vaishnavevi Manama. Primero que nada, quisiera expresar que Sripad Bhakti-Kushun Maharaj envía a todos sus ándavas su afecto. Él sabe que hay una reunión aquí encabezada por nuestros guías, principalmente Srila Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, y acompañado de excelsos Vaishnavas, como vemos aquí en los que estamos reunidos.
Srila Bhakti Kushamashram Maharaj is sending his dandavats and greetings to everyone who's here.
Y pues voy a ser breve, no tengo mucho que decir, ¿verdad? Estoy pasmado, asombrado de nuestra fortuna, de mi fortuna de estar aquí. Para mí es un milagro. Cada vez ante esta revelación de tanta misericordia, de tanta gracia que Gurudev está dando al mundo, escuchando las palabras de todos y cada uno de nuestros guías, Sripad Madhusudan Maharaj, Hasyapriya Sripad Hasyapriya Prabhu, Sripad Nyasi Maharaj, Sri Yukta Vishakadidi, uno puede tener un vislumbre de lo maravilloso que es el refugio de Srila Bhaktisundar Govinda de Goswami Maharaj. Perdón, un poquito largo.
First of all, he says he's overwhelmed to be here and to be in the association of all the Vaishnavas in hymns and Madhusudan Maharaj, Jaggi Maharaj, Vincent Prabhu, Vishaka Jidi, then in this way he can feel the mercy given by Srila Bhaktisundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj.
Simplemente agradecido a todos nuestros gurús, a Gurudev Srila Bhaktisundar Govinda de Goswami Maharaj. Qué increíble estar aquí en donde se está glorificando, en donde se está preservando su legado, su regalo al mundo. Realmente es increíble estar aquí. Agradecido con todos y cada uno de ustedes. Es una ocasión muy especial y como dijo Devashish Prabhu, honra este día, ¿verdad? Que Giriraja está revelando su gracia a los devotos y a todo el mundo. Muchas gracias a todos, Dandavas.
No, I spaced out at the end. I spaced out at the end. I didn't hear what you said. Catch it.
I said you can translate what he said.
You said you did. He spaced out.
Spaced out.
Understand.
Okay.
Somebody else.
Anyway, he expressed also to all of you that he's very happy to be here, that he feels that Govinda Maharaj's mercy is flowing through all of you.
Do you want me to say anything, Maharaj? Dhanavad to all the Vaishnavas. It's so wonderful to see this event taking place and attended by so many. And I'm reminded of something that has always occurred to me. First of all, when the Pushpa Samadhi Mandira was completed, and it seemed like it would be impossible, but this was something very clearly that mattered to Srila Govinda Maharaj. He expressed this. People like Kashyappriya Prabhu and Srila Janardhan Maharaj understood it very well, and it manifested, and it looks like a lot of hard work, and it was done excellently. And this one also, very important to Srila Govinda Maharaj. So it is not hard work, all the devotees coming together and doing so much, but it's seva. And it's all inspired by him, and that's why things manifest. And that's our best guide, that if we want to be aligned with what he wants, then the material nature, everything comes in to give assistance. And so there's no hard work, there's no difficulty at all. And it will continue like this. It's very wonderful.
Maybe we can hear from Shaggy Maharaj.
All right. Yes, yes.
He didn't have time to escape.
No, the shock of tricked him.
Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Giriraja Govardhan ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Gaura Pramanande Hari Hari. Well, I'd like to make a couple of comments on a practical level and a few comments on a spiritual level. Not that they're distinct, but first of all, I'd also like to acknowledge some of the devotees that did a lot of, can we say, hard seva to make this happen. In particular, Hasyapriya Prabhu has done so much, and from last year we were up here on top of the hill during last year's festival, and the subject of Gurudev wanting a temple up here came up, and then we kind of looked at each other in the eyes like, can we do this? And then we started to discuss it, and then in the fall it was like, yeah, let's try to do it. But Hasyapriya was like, don't tell anyone, we're going to try. Let's try, but let's not announce it yet and see if we can actually do it, you know. And then in the spring I was very hopeful, and so during the winter a few emails, you know, like, are we going to do this? What do you need? You know, like, what do we need? Let's make this happen. And then in the spring we had a meeting, and I was like, can we say that we're going to try to make temple? And he was like, yeah, we can say it. And I was like, yes. You know? But really, Prabhu put so much time and energy into this, and that's time and energy that he didn't otherwise have. He already has a completely full set of schedule and activities and responsibilities and everything, and he carved out of that to do this in addition to all of those things that he does normally. So he really put a lot of concerted effort into this, and I'm so honored and so happy that he had the confidence in others to, you know, make this effort. And still in the spring he was saying, well, let's make the road and then we'll see, because if we can't get Vijay up here we can't make the temple, so let's just try to make the road, you know. So okay, we're gonna make the road. And then really Giriraja Prabhu and Dinabandhu Prabhu worked so hard, in the sense that their muscles were being extremely exerted and sweat was pouring down their body and mixing with all the dust that was in the air, and they were, you know, I got to help a little bit, and I was going with the jackhammer, and you know, you realize after a short time how much strength you have to have in your back to keep lifting it up, you know. And I'm like, after like 10 I have to like take a break for 30 seconds and then a few more, you know. And then after a little while, you know, Giriraja's like, can I have a turn? Sure. And he's like like moving it like a toy, and I'm like, woo! You know, like, is like such a beautiful thing to see a person like they're fully like capable in the service that they're doing it wholeheartedly, doing it with full enthusiasm. It's like the most beautiful thing to see. So to see Giridhari Prabhu and Dinabandhu Prabhu and Hasipriya up here, and they spent so many hours up here, just the three of them, or sometimes just them alone, doing various tasks. So, you know, there were hours of, these devotees alone doing small tasks that no one will actually ever see or know that were ever done, that just go into making all of this happen, that, is all behind what is making this possible. And so I was so touched to get a chance to help them a little bit and see how much hard work and how much inspiration came out to make this happen. And I'd also like to, in particular, to acknowledge Abhinava Sundar Prabhu from Australia. He wasn't able to stay for the festival this time, but he came early just to do some of the hard seva in order to make the festival happen. And Keli Kadamba Didi is here representing their team. And Abhinava also put a lot of his time and took time off his job for a long time to again come and help with all of this, and his reliability and hard-working nature and cheerful service are so wonderful, such a best friend you could have to do these things together. So I wanted to acknowledge him. What's that? Yes, Prem Narayan Prabhu, Gaurnataraj Prabhu, and many other devotees helped. Yes, I was just about to mention that in addition to the frame, there's also the domes that you see on top. And Swarnangi Didi prepared all the covers for the domes, and Pandita Didi prepared the custom-made chakras modeled on the temples in Navadip and all the lotus trim. And and they both worked, put a lot of time and hard work into that. And Abhinava also helped to build the domes and design the domes, as did Hasipriya and Gaur. So it was a really wonderful team effort too. And many other devotees on a given afternoon or here or there put their time in or were eager to help out. And we can't mention everybody, but it was for me just such a joy to do these practical services together with the devotees to fulfill Srila Gurudev's desire, and one of the most joyful experiences of my life, I can say, to be part of making this temple happen. And also, just once we conclude our talk, we'll just a little announcement moment here. We're going to have an Abhishek of Giriraj and an Arati. But just before that, we're also going to hang the redwood signs that Pandita Didi also spent a long time hand carving with the drill tool to continue our red gold theme with local sourced natural redwood. And she really put a long time into these, for days, was sitting down in the driveway, staring up and meditating on the temple, thinking of Govardhan and drilling these things into the wood so that the signs would last. And so, she also took 6 weeks off of work and came here all the way from London just to do these services to make this whole festival happen. So setting a great example for devotees of, how things can be balanced and managed in the course of life in order to do some very nice service in the company of very nice devotees. So we're especially grateful to her for coming and offering her many skills and talents in this way. And then, apart from these things, I'd also just like to mention something about the significance of the temple. We heard from Vishaka Didi, Devashish Prabhu, and others about that. But Srila Gurudev, in his arati about Giriraj, he writes, Jai Gupta Govardhan Dibya Rasaloi Rupa Raghunath Danuga Bhaktera Ashray, that this place of Gupta Govardhan is the shelter of the devotees who follow Rupa and Raghunath. And moreover, he emphasized Goswami Shri Raghunath Dasare Smarya Nirantara Seva Kore Antar Manahoya. And the devotees who take shelter in Gupta Govardhan, they are always engaged in service in remembrance of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. And they do so both physically, and also he uses the word antar mana, which means within their hearts or within their meditation upon the higher eternal service going on in Krishna's eternal abode. Jai Shri Giriraj Ju Ki Jai. So in his Govardhana Vas Prarthana Dashakam, then Srila Das Goswami Prabhu writes, Pramada Madana Lila Kandare Kandare Te Rachaiti Navayunor Dandam Asmina Mandam Itikila Kalanartam Lagnatas Tad Dayor Me Nija Nikatani Vasam Dehi Govardhanatam. That throughout the caves and other regions of Govardhan, then the divine couple Shri Shri Radha Govinda are enacting their pastimes of impassioned love. And Govardhan is the means by which these pastimes take place, as well as the means, in other words, who can give shelter whereby someone may have a glimpse or have the chance to participate in such pastimes. So he prays, may I receive some dwelling, some chance to stay beside you. And this prayer was chanted by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur during the last observance of Kartik that he performed in his life, and was something that was regularly spoken about by Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj when they came to the subject of Govardhan. So while devotees who reside in the temple may already live here, or we may come to the temple or something like that, at the same time we may have this prayer that we may really have some chance to stay in Gupta Govardhan. Just to physically be here is not exactly that. So however, one may feel, well, who am I to pray to have a place in Govardhan? I'm unfit for that, I'm unworthy of that. Well, if you feel like that, then you're also in the group of Das Goswami himself, because he also felt this way. And at the end of his poem, he also wrote in this way another verse that Srila Gurudev at times recalled, saying, Nirupadi karunena shishachi nandanena tvai kapata shitopi tatpriye narpitosmi iti kalu mama yogya tam magrinam nija nikatani vasam dehi govardhanatam. Saying that by his unconditional mercy, Sri Shachi Nandan has given me to you, even though I am very deceitful and insincere. So in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, as Devashish Prabhu mentioned, Mahaprabhu gave a Govardhan Shila to Raghunath Das Goswami, and Gurudev also wrote of it that way. Sri Krishna Abhina Gyani Bhaji Bharatare Samarpilo Raghunatha Kore. Gurudev wrote that Mahaprabhu placed in the hand of Raghunath this Shila of Govardhan with the idea that it is none different than Krishna for him to worship. But Das Goswami's vision of this was the opposite. Not that Govardhan was given to me, but that I was given to Govardhan. And that I feel myself to be unfit, I feel myself to be in an inappropriate offering to you. However, Mahaprabhu, by his unconditional mercy, has given me to you despite my defects. So please don't judge whether I'm fit or unfit, and let me have some shelter beneath you. He concludes his poem like this. So whatever our through our introspection, as unqualified as we may feel, we nevertheless, as aspirants in this line of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, simultaneously feel irresistibly drawn to cast our highest aspiration towards the land of Govardhan, where the most wonderful pastimes of Shri Shri Radha Govinda take place, and which were so, the intensity of feeling for which was shown by Mahaprabhu when he visited Govardhan. And he approached saying, Hantama Giriraja Haridasa Bharyo Jad Rama Krishna Charana Sparasha Pramoda Manung Tanuti Sahagoganayas Tayoyad Paniya Suyavasa Kandara Kandamulai, which is a verse spoken by Srimati Radharani on behalf of the Brajagopis as they observe Krishna going out for the day from the village of Braja. and is in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, one of the first places where the depth and intensity of the gopis' prem is illustrated by Vedabhyas, and rather by Shukadev Goswami in his description to Parikshit. And there they remark, using this phrase, which Das Goswami also cites in his Govardhanavas Prarthana Dasakam, Haridas Bharya, that Govardhan, you are the very greatest servitor of Hari. And we can note that this is no small praise coming, in the words of Das Goswami, from the mouth of Sri Radhika herself. Because Krishna, he said, Naivatmacha Yathabhavan, not even myself is as dear to me as you, Uddhava. And Uddhava said, Asamaho Charana Renu Jushamaham Sam, and so forth, saying, I want to be born in any sort of form here amidst the herbs and the shrubs of Braja, so that I may feel the dust of the feet of the Braja gopis upon my head. They are the most fortunate. They have the most spotless and pure and profound love for Krishna that no one have ever known or conceived has. But those Braja gopis, they say, no, Govardhan, he is the greatest servitor of Hari. So this is no, both the statement and who's saying it are not anything light. And why do they say that? Then they say that he is serving Krishna, he is serving all who are associated with Krishna, he is making possible the fulfillment of every last desire of Krishna. And they note a few of the ways that he's doing that, saying he's providing such beautiful fresh grass, which is what provides food for the cows, which enables them to give with such wonderful milk, which enables the people of Braja to have such wonderful opulence in their life as well as their livelihood. And it uses the phrase paniya. He provides so many things that are drinkable. So normally that means water, but here in the commentaries of the Acharyas, it doesn't only mean water, it means the honey dripping from the beehives on the hills, and it means the scented water that naturally comes from the springs upon Govardhan, as well as all the other special drinks and beverages that can be made by combinations of fruits and other essences that can be found upon the mountain. And then going on to highlight all the things that Govardhan offers. He offers, of all the things, it is said the most special, even more than the fruits and the flowers and the grass, are the amazing caves and terraces which are naturally studded with jewels and gems and provide the most enchanting environment for this play of divine love, which is the most pure and ecstatic thing that can ever be conceived. And the gopis, they see that Govardhan is doing so much. Govardhan is satisfying Krishna to such a great extent that they praise him like this. But their vision is not just only that he is offering these things in a practical sense. They say, Rama Krishna Charana Sparasha Pramodha, which means you look so delighted just to receive the touch of the feet of Ramakrishna. So then a double meaning. One meaning is Balaram and Krishna as they're going off into the forest. But the other meaning given by Jiva Goswami is that Rama doesn't mean Balaram, it means Krishna, who is our beloved, our dearest beloved. You're getting the touch of his feet all day while we don't. and so many other fine points are expressed there, but I won't go into all those things now. But when they describe then the grass he provides, the water he provides, then they see this is not just water, these are actually his tears of love. This is not just grass, this is actually his hair standing on end to receive the touch of Krishna's feet. That all of these physical things are actually the expressions of his loving heart for Krishna. So that is some glimpse into the enchanting environment of Govardhan, this pure land of the heart, where everything is facilitating this exchange of love to the maximum extent, and both the forms, the actions, and the feelings are all one, in the sense that they're one thing that's being expressed in all of those ways. And that Gurudev saw something of Govardhan here as Mahaprabhu when he would travel, e Bondeki, e Brahma, e Vrindavan, Shaila Deki Brahma Ye Govardhan. When he would come here, you see a forest, it's Vrindavan. When he would see a mountain, it's Govardhan. When someone feels the pull of that sweet land of Vrindavan and Govardhan that intensely, wherever they look, what else would it be? How could it not be that? Rather, that's what's seen everywhere. That's what's seen always. It's something irresistibly beautiful. So Kaviraj Goswami, in one of his poems that he uses to conclude Chaitanya Charitamrita, he praises the lotus feet of Giridhari, or Krishna, the lifter of Govardhan, saying, Parimala vasita bhuvanam swarason madita rasolambam Giridhari charanambaram kakalu rasika samihati hatum, saying that the feet of Giridhari are like a lotus flower. And that lotus flower has extraordinary fragrance and extraordinary nectar. And by nectar we mean that special secretion within the flower that bees find to be so tasteful and nourishing, which enables them to produce honey. So just as a flower produces nectar and produces a wonderful fragrance, then it says that Giridhari's feet, they perfume this entire world. In other words, that's the experience of the people in Vrindavan, that there's this mysterious, enchanting fragrance all about that comes from Krishna's feet. And the taste that they find in his service is like that taste that even maddens or causes bees to buzz and bumble about in an intoxicated manner. So it says that for any Rasika, anyone who has a heart to feel these things, anyone who has some fine taste for what is really essential and meaningful to the soul, it's expressed rhetorically. How could any Rasika ever leave this flower? In other words, how could any bee live without such a flower? How could any devotee live without those feet of Krishna, which are so enchanting? So, this is the experience in the heart of our Guru Varga. This is what they're meditating on. This is what they are tasting all the time, and what, by their various elaborate and loving arrangements, are trying to give other people the chance to taste, trying to eclipse so many other things, to say, wake up, say, come on. There's something so beautiful, so profound, so touching, so nourishing, so beyond everything else you've experienced. Just suspend your disbelief, suspend your attachments long enough to get a taste of this, and it will speak for itself. It will capture your hearts. It will dissolve, it will annihilate the apparent charm of all else in a, you could say, a sweet, loving death, so to speak. So, this is the environment, some glimpse, some brief description about the environment of Govardhan. And thus, it is described, Gurudev wrote in this poem, Jai Gupta Govardhan Divya Rasalai. It is this divine abode of rasa. And it is the place that where those who follow Rupa and Raghunath take shelter. That's what all the preaching, if you want to call it that, is about. Actually, it's not preaching at all. It's rather, an invitation, an offer, an extension of a description to say, here's a prospect you may wish to consider in your life. And it speaks for itself, really. So, anyhow, to be here atop the hill with all of you and to have this chance to worship Giriraj, it is a great joy in my heart. It is a great blessing upon me, and along the way I messed up many things. I forgot the carpet this morning. You saw me running around stupid. You don't even remember to bring the carpet when everyone's going to sit here, so you can please overlook all the faults along the way and admire all the wonderful service of all the devotees who did all of this. And my only prayer to all of you is that you'll forgive my offenses and bless me, that I may someday have the chance to serve you all in that wonderful divine realm. Jai Gurudev. So, the Arati paraphernalia has arrived. So, Marish, do we want to invite anyone else to speak, or shall we proceed with our ceremony? Okay. So we'll start with the arati, and as the arati is going on, then we'll start an abhishek, and everyone can have their chance to come up and offer some bathing to Giriraj. And I don't want to put her on the spot, but I have a small suggestion that perhaps the first person who could offer abhishek to Giriraj could be Melinda, a beautiful 5-year-old girl who perhaps Gurudev would be delighted to see a naturally devoted 5-year-old girl like that girl in Govardhan that he saw, if she's not too shy. So maybe Mama can explain what we mean and see if she's all right. She's right there. And also we have songbooks with us, and maybe you have the songbooks on your phone, but as we have the arati, we'd like to sing the arati that Srila Gurudev wrote for Giriraj Govardhan. So that you'll find in the songbook or on your phone if you have it.
The Gupta Govardhan or the Giriraj?
Giriraj, Jai Gupta, the one about that song in Vrindavan. And also, we'll start with some Mahamantra Kirtan, and very briefly, we will hang the Giriraj Raj Mandir sign. And as the sign is hung, then we will start the arati, and with the arati we will start the abhishek. And that will conclude, and when the abhishek will conclude, the kirtan will conclude, and then we'll go down for prasadam.
Page 32.
Maharaj, whoever wants to lead arati, they can use the microphone if they want.
Okay. Okay. All right, Prabhu. So, can we? Can. Bring in the ladder, and we'll just put a ladder here briefly, so if we just keep a little space right here for a minute.
So tell us when she's very
Okay, sure.
And but we need to
Yeah, we have a step stool.
Oh,
it's in.
Here.
Sure.
Here, take this. Can they start with
Sure.
Please. The step stool, this one. What do I do? Sing it here?
Yeah, please.
Okay. At the front, right? Yeah.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giriraja Gopinatha Madana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Echai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jai Te Vignana Shami Sapuran Echai Gosai Jar Mui Taradas Tatsabar Pada Renu Mora Panchagras Tader Charana Sebi Bhakta Sanibas Janame More Abhilash Echai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Anande bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majaye Aman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Korean. Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narottamana. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Korean. Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narottamana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga.
Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana.
Jai Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana.
Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Jai Sachinandana, Gaura Hari.
Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari.
Gaura Hari.
Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari.
Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari.
Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari.
Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari.
Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari.
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Jaya Jaya Giriraja Aroti Shobha Jaya Jaya Giriraja Aroti Shobha Shri Braja Mandala Maje Jagamana Loba Shri Braja Mandala Maje Jagamana Loba Ramoda Madana Lila Shirara Ramana Ramoda Madana Lila Shirara Ramana Jaga Nitya Lila Kori Loye Sakigara Jaga Nitya Lila Kori Loye Sakigara Malaki Madavi Kunja Kandare Kandare Nigura Nikunja Lila Hari Manohare
Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Kusham Sarobara Manasa Ganga Dina Gati Jarat Jahan Manasa Ganga Dana Gati Jara Ajra Abhyantara Sri Govinda Kunda Lila Stali Nahisima Divanishi Bhakta Brinde Kore Parikrama Sri Rajwami Sevashram Parama Jobana Jata Nitya Seva Kori Sarasvata Gana Abhinashi Krishna Jnani Bhaji Bharatore Mahaprabhu Samarpila Raghunatha Kore Goswami Sri Raghunatha Dasharesh Maria Nirandara Seva Kori Antarmana Hoya Jaya Giri Govardhana Divya Rasaloy Rupa Sanatana Jiva Raghunatha Shroy Surendra Munindra Shiva Sukha Mahajan Dekena Rote Shaba Dulabha Darshan Sevya Sevaka Rupe Nitya Parakasha Janande Aroti Deke Yadamarasha Sevya Sevaka Rupe Nitya Parakasha Janande Aroti Deke Yadamarasha Jaya Jaya Giriraja Raroti Kashobha Sri Praja Mandala Maje Jagamana Lobha Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, you go with her. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You go with her.
Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama
Jaya Giriraja Jaya Govardhana Giriraja Jaya Govardhana Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Oh Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Govardhana, Giriraja, Jaya Govardhana. Oh Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja. Oh Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja. Oh Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Govardhana, Giriraja, Jaya Govardhana. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Oh Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Oh Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Can I do that tune? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gola, Hari Bo, Nitai Gola, Hari Bo, 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 Hari, Nitai Gola, Hari Bo. Nitai Gola, Hari Bo, 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 Nitai Go, Hari Bo, 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 Hari Bo. Hari Bo, 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 Nitai Gaura, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura, Nitai Gaura, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Giriraja, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja, Giriraja, Jaya Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja, Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja, Giriraja, Jaya Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana, Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana. Jaya Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana, Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana. Jaya Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev. Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev. Jaya Jaya Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Haribo, 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 Haribo. Haribo, 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 Haribo. Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev, Guru Dev. Nita Gora Haribo, 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 Haribo. Haribo, 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 Haribo. Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nita Gora Haribo, 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 Haribo. Jaya Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari, Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari. Jaya Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari, Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari. Jaya Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari, Gora Hari, Jaya Gora Hari. Jaya Gora Nitai, Jaya Gora Nitai, Gora Nitai, Jaya Gora Nitai. Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja, Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja. Jaya Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja, Giriraja, Jaya Giriraja. Jaya Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana, Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana. Jaya Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana, Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana. Jaya Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana, Govardhana, Jaya Govardhana. Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo. Haribo, Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gauranga, 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 Gaura Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Gaura Hare. Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Gaura Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Gaura Hare. Jaya Satchinandana, Jaya Satchinandana. Jaya Satchinandana, Jaya Satchinandana. Jaya Satchinandana, Gaura Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Hari Bo, 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 Hari Bo. Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Anitai Gaura Hari Wo, Hari Wo, Hari Wo, Hari Wo, Hari Wo. Anitai Gaura Hari Wo, Hari Wo, Anitai Gaura Hari Wo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gaura Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Gaur Nityananda 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 Bo, Hari 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 Bo,
Gaur Shri Advaita Bo, Haribo, Haribo. 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 Gaur Nityananda 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 Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Shri Gadadhar Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Shri Gadadhar Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Shri Gadadhar Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Shri Advaita Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Shri Advaita Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Nityananda Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Nityananda Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Shri Srivasa Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Gaur Shri Srivasa Bo, Haribo, Haribo. Haribo, Haribo. For Sri Gadadharbo, Haribo, Haribo. For Sri Advaitabo, Haribo, Haribo. For Sri Advaitabo, Haribo, Haribo. For Nityanandavo, Haribo, Haribo. For Nityanandavo, Haribo, Haribo. For Bhakta Vrindavo, 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 Haribo, Haribo. Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Haribo. Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo, Haribo, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Kirtan with Giriraj down. Kirtan with Giriraj down.
Down?
Down the hill.
Okay. Back down.
Just carry on.
All right. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Giriraj ki jai.
Is that a remake of an old amp, or is that really an old amp?
No, it's not an old amp.
Oh, okay. I looked at it and I'm like, it looks like a...
Yeah, no, it's